From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants, canopies and chairs, guest rooms, live bands, and spinning equipment for your services. Glorious Event Center also provides video coverage and photography services for all your special occasions. Locate Glorious Event Center at Akuse Junction off the Temakosombo Highway. For bookings, please call 020-167-2828. Glorious Event Center, your perfect venue for all your corporate and private events.
Oh yes, I'm fly away. Yes, I fly away.
Glorious Event Center is the perfect venue for all your special occasions. From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants, canopies and chairs, guest rooms, live bands, and spinning equipment for your services. Glorious Event Center also provides video coverage and photography services for all your special occasions. Locate Glorious Event Center.
Penifo so kuso ebwa nyama wa chiro mo fanche na ye da so e wono ma ye nto aso e na afense no ye go pimo wa ma no ne yemfa ma no ni sem so nto am so ne sorry so ne mfa de aka no so ne beto am so e no a UEFA Champions League games ni bi e ba so a we aye first leg quarter finals games e ba so e no a uko pimo enso Spotify Camp Nou a na se am Atletico Madrid e kwa we enso e kochi FC Barcelona e pomo by 2-1 na 2-0 mom 2-0 and as I go so so by 10 no Atletico Madrid and so Akochi FC Barcelona shown by 2-0 na say there no Solot and now face so Julian Alvarez when he plays we boss out 2 goals no and so the Atletico Madrid no go pimo Park the Princess Paris Saint-Germain and so Liverpool we bomb by 2-0 Desiree Doué and now face there Victor Kvaratskhelia when he plays Mienoa almost boss out 2 goals no and so the Paris Saint-Germain omo call circle against when he sama PM kakra ewo enwa UEFA Champions League and also a bass and nyame aduma Europa League ni Conference League na bass Conference League no yemo boss of fama hwefo na face no yemfa there Europa League no so enwie enso ewo ho na Conference League no say na tie enso ewo no ma yemo boss and games bass na tie rival Kano and AEK Athens enso the beboy ni and Shakhtar Donetsk from Ukraine and AZ Alkmaar and also na nyume bass also na Crystal Palace and so Fiorentina almost Asia and then you may now for men's 05 and Strasbourg and so aboa when he games ahodoa bass or Conference League nyame adoma na say adom bi ocha and the result na so ebebremo na go pie Europa League no na nye na afen sorry so na afen fa de aka no emeto so Europa League no nyame adoma and then you may games ni bi bass so channel so say no FC Braha any Red Betis ebo 1-1 and when the game back eba so Europa League no and they say ne Bologna as na Aston Villa and so Ebishia Sassuolo Freiburg and Celta de Vigo and also FC Porto and Nottingham Forest when the games are eba so Europa League na nyame adoma wi aye be kan wase na afin so no ya da o chan games ni abaswa ye de result ni na so ba be da bu so fancy na yemfa sira emfa ko Ben 10 any part said de bia no mbwa mi ye pa na mi so minya akwanya no na the sports so ebra e bi mfa ko team nyina Benelli Champions League sorry so na so yene ni penny for enso de aka no sabeto am so e wo Marego monitor no so
Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
No solution comes out. Then we take out absorbent layers of the Chinese brand sanitary napkin and put them into the beaker. We can see that the materials enveloping the polymer absorbent layer has been completely dissolved and some solution is left unabsorbed. So after this test and comparison, you'll be able to tell which brand is the best. It is Greenwood Smell Life Sanitary Napkin, isn't it? Sanitary napkin of poor absorption capacity makes you feel very uncomfortable and susceptible to bacterial infections. Moreover, embarrassing accident could happen when you have heavy menstrual flow. Waterproof test of PE breathable film. Leakage of sanitary napkin has always been a big concern for women. Now we do the waterproof experiment with of Smell Life sanitary napkin for you to have a better knowledge of its properties. We take the PE breathable film layer off, pour some water into a glass, then cover the glass with this film layer and fasten it with a rubber band. Place the glass upside down. No water spills out. This tells us that the PE breathable film layer is waterproof. Breathability test of the PE film is also very important for a sanitary napkin to be breathable. The PE breathable film of Greenwood Smile Life sanitary napkin is made with laser micro perforation technique, which allows the film to be waterproof while breathable. We pour some hot water into a glass and cover it with this film layer. Then we put an empty glass on top of it upside down. In 10 to 30 seconds, we can see the empty glass gets cloudy with water vapor. This proves that the PE breathable film of Greenwood Smell Life sanitary napkin is breathable, well, waterproof.
Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
Started for giving us the sports update, and welcome to the political arena segment. I am Nana Suyu. We are diving straight into the hot topics. What is the bringing burning issues on your mind about Ghana's politics? This morning I have Emmanuel Tay Kote, the Deputy Communication Officer for the National Democratic Congress NDC Yilo constituency, who doubles as the director, right? District Manager of the National Health Insurance Scheme, and also Emmanuel Angbote Tete, an MPP communication team member who is also aspiring to be the constituency organizer for the New Patriotic Party, Lower Manyaklo constituency. You are welcome.
Thank you.
How was your Easter holidays? The chill, Samina. Sepi.
Oh, the Easter holidays were just manageable.
Okay.
And then some of us, during the Easter holidays, were following and then we were putting an eye on the campaign of the incoming national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, our own Boachi Ejako. You know, during the holidays that he named his 2 campaign managers, and it was a very tactical campaign managers he has put there, from the father's side and from the mother's side.
And who are they?
Joe Wise is from the Ashanti, his father's root. Then the mother's root, the Ga Adangwe, Honorable Henry Kote, is also there for him. So I can see that, yes, it's indeed a compliment to the effort of what our flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And I'm urging all to give him the vote to become our national chairman.
Pujo Banono.
That's a break.
Emmanuel Kote. How was your day spent?
It was okay. So I would like to use the opportunity to greet you once again. Good morning, and good morning to your crew. Once we are here, let me take the opportunity to wish each and every one happy Easter again. We didn't meet during the celebration, so it's right to do so. With that said, I would like to use the opportunity to greet my boss and my regional minister, our own regional minister, Madam Rita Officer Edgar White. Over the celebration, she came around, and also to greet one of the very influential people in Europe. You may have come across him, G-Unit, Mr. Eric Deputy. He's doing remarkably well within our district, and even beyond the district. Just a few weeks ago, he sponsored registration of an NHIS card for almost everyone in Yilo and beyond. And I think that is something that we should commend going forward. So Greetings to Madam Rita Akosua-White. Greetings to our constituent chairman. Greetings to all constituent executives. And greetings to the party, NDC party.
Hey, man, you're taking all the time.
For standing by us throughout the time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The anti-LGBTQ plus bill highlighting its potential impact on the community. The bill proposes up to 3 years in prison for individuals identified as LGBTQ plus and up to 5 years for promoting or funding LGBTQ. LGBTQ, baby, in Ghana. And during the campaign season, a lot happened. The current president, John Dramani Mahama, promised to sign out this bill when he's been voted into power. Yima, do you fear him? Oh,
I think my brother
when you were here, you were saying the party in power begins the topic. Now you asking me to ask Sepi to begin. Let me ask you. I've given you the floor.
He's in opposition, so most of the time
don't worry. Don't worry. Say party in power first. What is keeping the president from
anyway, so
passing the LGBTQ bill?
Let me say a very good morning to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A good morning to our MC, Honorable Akumate Francis, for the good job they continue to do for our motherland. Anti-LGBTQ bill, which was something of a concern to all of us until the last parliament signed out. And we must mention the name properly. So the name is the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill. This was a bill that was introduced in Parliament by a private member. What I mean by a private member, by a parliamentarian who actually sponsored the bill. And then we must also put on record that from 2021 all the way to 2024, this issue was in Parliament and was being debated. So if you look at the time it took for them to even finish debating the bill, it is almost 4 years. Before 2024, it was taken to then our former president, His Excellency Akufo-Addo, for him to sign the bill. So,
before you continue, let's quickly play a video and we continue. If the video is ready, let's listen to it, please. Thank you very much.
Publicly stated, I'm a proud member of the Assemblies of God Church, and my faith does not permit same-sex marriages or relationships. No. Thank you. My faith does not permit same-sex marriages or relationships, nor does it endorse human-animal relationships, or does it allow people to change their gender as they wish. This is a fundamental belief that I hold and is grounded in my faith. I therefore assure you that the promotion of LGBTQ and all the pluses will have no place in our schools and communities under my administration.
The current president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
yes, and I trust John Dramani Mahama to deliver on his promise. Like I was saying, a bill was introduced in 2021. It took them close to 4 years just to debate in Parliament before it was sent to former President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and he refused to sign it. So if you look at the time, 4 years. Now, we are in power, 2025, 2026, just barely 2 years. And I am surprised to see our colleagues in opposition pushing for the bill to be signed, as if they don't know the processes it has to go through. You see, after the bill goes to Parliament and they refuse to sign, because the Parliament expired, every businesses that were being undertaken has also expired without Parliament. Therefore, before a bill can go back to a president, it must go through those processes again. And they know all this. You can't say that because he refused to sign, same bill should be given to Mahama for him to sign. No. The Parliament has expired. And therefore, a bill must be reintroduced, debated upon, and then passed in Parliament, and then be sent to President to sign again. So I'm even surprised that within a space of 1.5 years, they are pushing for Mahama to sign a bill. Which bill is before him? There is nothing before him as we speak. What he's even saying now is that we should move from the bill being a private member bill to a government-sponsored bill, so that it will carry more weight than it used to. So I would rather appeal to them. We have made a promise to them, we shall deliver on that promise. And I believe, you see, one thing we should also take note is that Ghanaians trust His Excellency John Mahama to deliver.
Thank you.
Whenever I go and I see some of these footages, I know that he will never disappoint me as a communicator.
Thank you very much, Sepi. And according to the MP for Akwetia, he says the president has not broken the promise of anti-LGBTQ plus.
Madam.
Yes, boss.
It's unfortunate we are where we are today. But our people says, and I quote in that way, Lile ne na ke flio abilima, chapi lo na ke wehi. When somebody is coming to credit your item, the kind of words is going to use, sweet words to convince you to give to him. When it gets to paying back, it's not the same words. I am happy this morning this video was played. But my problem is not with President Mahama. All that he's doing about the LGBTQ+, my pain lies with the men of God. As for me, with all the things I do respect men of God. A mighty man of God like Reverend Abraham Lamte, somebody who knows me personally, and I also know him. The kind of grace on this man, that this man will stand up and clap for President Mahama, promising that when he becomes the president, the anti-gay bill will be what? Passed. And today, President comes out to tell us that it is not what? A basic need. That is where our problem is. All the beautiful explanation my good brother here is giving. President is not interested in even telling us those explanations. But rather, the president is telling us it is not a basic need. We don't need it. That is not our priority. A, something you stood on to fight the previous government so that you will come to power. And today, that is what you are telling us. I am assuring the Ghanaian public that if we, the Christians, fail to sign the anti-gay bill, the chief imam is calling for the bill to be signed before he died. He made that statement recently. And I'm telling you, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the Muslim, the next president of the republic, by God's grace, will sign the bill into law. My good brother, we are Africans. Our culture identifies us. In my life as a Christian, it's against anti-gay. My Muslim brothers is also not in support of this LGBTQ+. Our traditional values, the traditionalist my grandfather was, doesn't support the same thing. So what is preventing us? Are we not independent? Nkrumah told us, the African is capable of handling his or her own affairs. The bill must be signed. We must put it into law very soon. My daughter is going to senior high school. I don't know who she's going to mingle with. And these are the problems. It's a problem to all of us. We should not pretend. We must not pretend. It must be signed. His Excellency, the former president, failed us by not signing the bill. I accept it. President Mahama promised the Ghanaian that he is going to sign it, and he must. If he can't sign it, and the NDC cannot sign it, I beg them. In the next election, they should just leave way for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Muslim, to sign it. Because we have come too far for what? Political games. No. We know what is going on in Parliament. The bill itself, when they are supposed to read it, they don't want to read it. They are doing hide and seek with the whole issue. And my good brother, Honorable Sam George, my own Dangme man, I wonder how, when you go to church now, and then I could imagine seeing him in church, and Reverend Ajina Sami, the way he prayed for him, that he's fronting the anti-gay bill, that God should help him to deliver it. Today, the same God is there. He should make a move. Thank you.
Ima,
Yeah.
so I continue. Should we say we've scammed by the NDC and John Mahama by Ghanaians voting them into power?
Not at all. Before I proceed, I would like to address one concern that he has raised, which is the fact that he admitted that former President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has failed Ghanaians, and that is true, because we are aware
The signing of the bill.
because we are all aware that the bill was laid before him and he refused to sign, verbatim. So that concludes that. What I'm saying is that what is before John Dramani Mahama to sign, His Excellency? Nothing. As we speak, Parliament is not finalized the debating on the bill for it to be passed in Parliament, for it to be sent to the President. So what is before John Dramani Mahama to even sign in the first place? I want my brother to understand one thing. What they are pushing us to do in 1.5 years, they could not do in 8 years. You understand? The hypocrisy with this issue about the bill and this passage is mind-boggling. Because you couldn't do this same thing in 8 years. What has changed? What has changed? His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia was vice president then. He couldn't push for this to be done. So what? Question is, what has changed?
So the question is, have Ghanaians been scammed by the NDC?
Not at all. What I'm saying is that, like I answered you, we have not scammed anybody. And he knows the processes. As we speak, the bill is in Parliament. And we have even made it, we don't want it to be a private member bill anymore. We want it to be a government-sponsored bill. That puts weight on the bill. So what are you talking about that we have scammed Ghanaians? We haven't. We are waiting for Parliament to pass it. It will be brought to Mahama, and he promised that within a day he's going to sign. Wait until that happens. Then you come and tell me we have scammed Ghanaians. We haven't. We haven't. Okay? So, and you see, we also need to note, and I need to tell my brother here that the reason why they couldn't sign the bill in 8 years was because their former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, who is currently on the run, who cannot stay in his own country because of the corrupt practices he has done, told us some time back that we would lose some $3.8 billion if Akufo-Addo signed that bill.
So in this, we all knew there were legal injunctions placed on Akufo-Addo's government, which prevented him from signing the bill.
Which legal
So
injunction?
can you tell guys
There is none.
So do you have a challenge that John Dramani Mahama is not signing the bill?
I explained to you why he's not signing. It's not like he's not signing. There is nothing before him to sign. There is nothing before him to sign. Have you heard in the news that a bill has been placed before him to sign and he has refused to sign? No. I'm telling you why they couldn't sign.
So why?
One, Ken Ofori-Atta said if they endorse or if they sign that bill, Ghana was on the verge of losing some $3.8 billion. And that's why they didn't sign.
Thank you very much.
Two,
Time is up.
Akufo-Addo realized that if he signs that bill, either, I don't know, but probably he's in bed with the LGBT community. That's why he couldn't sign. So let's not even go there.
Seppi, it's your turn, please.
If he's telling me that Nanado is in bed with the LGBTQ plus. Tell him, they said, show me your friend and I'll tell you your character. Okay? Solomon Andrew.
Address the substantive issues.
Solomon Andrew, the gay activist known in the world, is a friend to President John Mahama. I hold it today.
Give me evidence to
Now,
that effect.
Now,
Give me
we
evidence to that
have been
effect.
scammed by the NDC. And nothing can change that scenario. I am telling you, madam, the way the NDC will lose 2028, they will not understand.
Only in your dreams.
Okay? They have scammed the whole nation, not only in the LGBTQ plus, but a lot. Look at security service recruitment. People who have been qualified for medicals now sit there and no text message is coming. Now, let me go back to it. The gay bill is being played upon in parliament. That is what they are majority. The mighty majority they said they have. The superpower they have in the parliament, they are only using it to what? To push the bill, not to even be on the floor of parliament.
To continue, why has the LGBTQ bill taken off the other paper in parliament in December 2025?
Madam, only God knows. And that is why our MPs are saying, and President Mama will sit there and then he think the whole Ghanaian people, we are not thinking. The bill has been taken from the other paper. Our MPs elected the country that this is what is going on. And then you are saying the thing is not before me to sign. Who would bring it to you to sign? Where is it going to pass? You are blocking the thing from the source. The parliament that will lay the bill before you, you are blocking it. All I'm expecting President Mama to come out and do is to apologize to Ghanaians. I am sorry, I have told you I'm going to sign the what? The LGBTQ plus bill, but upon resume the office, I have seen that I can't do it. So Ghanaians, please forgive me. And we are good to go. That is all.
That is what you would wish.
That is all. Because I know he can't sign it.
But you won't get it.
He can't sign it. And they'll be playing this
Why
hide
can't
and
he sign
seek.
it?
Why can't he sign it?
Madam, why can't he sign it? It's the reason that lies with him. Why they've done all those propaganda. Why Sam George was leading that crusade. And today, my own Dangwe man is hiding. He's hiding. I think when he gets to the house and the wife should receive him. You know, he told us his wife is the boss behind him. The wife should tell him, my husband, in fact, you have disappointed Ghanaians. Yes, the wife should tell him.
I think you've taken a lot of time.
Yes, so please, the gay bill, I said, let President Obama come and apologize to Ghanaians. And we'll leave it. We'll
Thank you very much, Sepi. I just asked, why was the LGBTQ plus bill taken off the other paper in Parliament in December 2025? And you heard the minority saying here and there that the bill is not on the paper.
You say, we should note something. We live in a country where government prioritize our needs. We have limited resources, and for that matter, when issues of concern are raised in the House of Parliament, they are prioritized. As we speak, the war going on in Iran and all that, crude, a ton of crude, which used to sell around $700, is now around $1,300, which is almost double the price. Have you gone to the station and you've seen that the price of petrol or diesel has doubled? No, it hasn't. It takes a diligent government to achieve that. We would say
And
that
the pumps, the price have been increased at the pumps.
yes, I'm not disputing that. There has been a marginal increase, but it is not doubled. What I'm trying to make you understand is that the price in the world market has not affected the domestic market because of what we have done. As we speak, Ghana has over 8 weeks of reserve. So even without importation of crude, we can survive within that period.
8 weeks.
Yes. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. So I wouldn't want to talk about the reason why the bill was taken from the order paper. Parliamentarians decided to do that. I'm not a parliamentarian. They may have reasons why they took it off at that time. For all you know, there were more pressing issues that we needed to salvage. You know, we inherited an alien economy, an economy that was rated junk status, an economy that was had interest rates around 38%, an economy that had inflation rates around 54%. As we speak, inflation is around 3%. It's unprecedented. As we speak, interest rates is from 38%, is hovering around 13.5. These are unprecedented achievements we have made within the shortest possible time. So I won't be surprised if my...
So now the LGBTQ bill is not a priority?
I'm not saying it's not a priority as in that sense. What I'm saying is that as a government, you cannot bundle everything up and approach them, but you need to prioritize them as and when, because you are leading people. You can't put the need of the people at a particular point in time aside and attend to other issues. I want my brother to understand, as we speak today, they cannot pinpoint a single act of corruption from government officials. They cannot say that this government official has been engaged in any act of corruption. All those they mention are fabricated lies. See, I continue to see that we as government officials or we as government appointees are more focused on delivering on our mandate. The National Health Insurance, let me narrow it down. Just a brief one. Just from last year, December, and this year, January, has paid close to 400 billion to our health providers. Unprecedented. So I see these are things that when they come to sit on TV, they should praise us for doing, because they have not been able to do it in 8 years.
Let's come back to our topic.
So I just want you to understand that no, they have reasons why they took it off the other paper.
Okay,
I am not a parliamentarian. I can't speak to it.
Sepi, it's your turn.
Madam, the other paper that the LGBTQ plus has disappeared on it. One, for me in Lower Manya, if God willing I become the organizer, I will organize a massive program in the constituency telling the people about the status of our MP on the LGBTQ plus. Do you know throughout the last year election, the previous election, that was one of the key things Honorable Oklete stood on to campaign.
Before you continue with Honorable Oklete Taylor this issue, let's quickly watch this video that is ready for us. It's Team Fojo on LGBTQ plus.
Our schools having this definition, the kind of press conference, the demonstrations that our pastors, our imams, our traditional rulers, and politicians would have mounted against President Akufo-Addo. But this has been state-sponsored by President Mahama. When I exposed them and caught them red-handed, they initially denied. Then I brought the book. Then they came out and said it was an error. If indeed it was an error, immediately NACA Director General should have been fired. GES Director General should have been fired. Not less than 3 people should have been fired if indeed you are the president who promised our pastors, our imams, and our chiefs, looked at them in the face and lied to them that you should be the one who should take charge. And you make sure you safeguard the content of our schools. Only for you to come and say that somebody made an error and put it in a book that is approved by NACA, printed with state money, distributed, and taught in our schools. In our true and poor system, you have put in their subconscious memory. In examination, wherever they are going, that's what they are rehearsing. Because in the examination, they are expected to reproduce the same thing. Oh, I am yet to see anybody fired for this. I am yet to see any secular going to schools. They only did deceptive settings of some very shameful press statement that we are recalling it. We have recalled it was all lies. All the teachers teaching it will tell you the books are still with them. Nobody has even given them a circular. Nobody has written to any headmaster or any regional director that takes steps to unlearn these diabolical concepts. No one has done that. and yet you still have the confidence to come and tell Ghanaians, because when you did all these things, everybody kept quiet. And so now you think that you have succeeded in ensuring that as liberal party as you are, your true colors are now reflecting in the teaching manuals in schools. And so you can come and tell Ghanaians, after you have won their votes, that it is not a priority. It is still a priority. President Mahama said his priorities right. This is the reason why when the bill was introduced in Parliament, the same bill that was so attractive to them, the same bill that was their major priority, the same bill that was their major attraction. Now, the first time they saw it on the order paper, they all were appalled. They quickly distanced themselves from it and deleted it immediately from the order paper.
So it hasn't come onto the floor for second
It
reading?
took us press conferences, advocacies, pushes, prayer, everything. We combined it for 7 months before it came back on the order paper. And when it got back to the order paper, to date, if it's tomorrow or next week or next month,
I met him on several grounds where he was telling the people about this LGBTQ plus, that the President Akufo-Addo administration is not willing to sign it, to sign a law against it, so they should vote him out. Today, my MP is quiet. All I'll see him going around is sharing fridge, sharing abuya, and then he thinks we have forgotten. This issue of the textbook, right, is true. I've confirmed from friends who are teaching in the secondary school, and they say, yes, it's very true. When they raised the alarm, there was a circular that it was a mistake. But still the books are with them, and that is what they are using to teach. Who are you deceiving? God or man? Who is the president deceiving? He should just come out and apologize. Me, that is my issue. Oh, upon resuming office, I have seen that I cannot sign the bill. Then you save the faces of all these men of God who were strongly behind you. Dr. Lawrence Tete, a respected man of God. All these people stood for you, President Mahama. Today you are disgracing them. Mighty men of God stood for you, that yes, you will sign it. And here we are. So he should just come out and apologize. As for my brother, he say our priorities. Tell him, how much money do we need to put that bill into law? If they need money, we are ready to pay tax for it. We the Ghanaians are ready to pay tax for it. What money will it cost us? And now it's like we need this, we need that, we have done this, we have reduced, what do you call it? Interest rate and all these things. But go to the grounds. With all your reduced interest rate, Ghanaians are saying there is no money in the system. There is no money in this country. When farmers are losing it, a majority of Ghanaians are farmers. Up to now, maize is not even more than 500 cedis. When you go to the north, Golu to say, as we speak now, a bag of maize is still 270 Ghana cedis. And you think it's an achievement. That is why the whole country, everybody is crying. The farmers who are more, they've lost it. And that is affecting us.
I'll come back to you. Thank you very much.
Just a quick one. I don't know whether maize costing 250 cedis is a loss. How is it a loss?
Good. The cost of buying weedy size.
No, you shouldn't go there.
It's a big loss to the farmers.
Let me school you, my brother.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you don't get the drift. Let me understand something. See, is it not the same Reverend Ntimfojo who made those allegations about the airport cocaine smugglers who later came to withdraw those allegations? Isn't the same person talking there?
So do we have this text in the secondary schools or not?
They need to understand that those textbooks were introduced by their own government, NAPU. Those textbooks on sexual blah blah blah, which we vehemently spoke against, were introduced by their government.
Were they not the people who told us we
Listen,
didn't give
listen,
the schools
listen.
textbooks?
No,
It wasn't no part of their campaign.
if you remember, there was a change in the curriculum where they introduced a course on sexual something. I have forgotten the full name of the course. And we told them it wasn't going to help. Today, you are here talking about the fact that we have not withdrawn those textbooks. We will, if you care to know, give us time. We will right all the wrongs you did to the people. We will right all the wrongs. Back to the issue. You see, when you sit on TV and you think you can throw just anything out there and then make people believe you are the saint, you might be doing yourself more damage than good. Like I said earlier, this LGBTQ, which Parliament is yet to pass, you had 8 years to do same, you couldn't do it.
This is the first 4 years of NDC
1,
in the whole
2,
country.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You couldn't do it. So take your time.
The first term of
When you
President
throw-
Mahama, we
when-
don't have those issues.
When you sit on TV and you make it look as if it's a new thing that has come, I continue to school you that there is nothing before His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to sign. Parliament is yet to pass the bill. So why are you always pushing the blame on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to pass? What is there to sign? What is there to sign? So, you see, we need to speak to the issues more factual, with factual evidence, than to just create politics out of it.
It's a quick one. Is it true that the NDC is a member of a progressive alliance group that champions LGBTQ?
I'm not aware of that.
Thank you very much. You answered my question. Do you have any idea about it?
Oh, madam, I don't have any idea about that one. But let my good brother here know that the majority they have in Parliament, that they tell us that without the MPP, they still run. That majority is what we are telling them.
And that is true.
That they should use to speed up the LGBTQ plus bill to be laid before the President Mahama. But they are rather using that majority Ghanaians gave them to what? To hinder the progress of the bill. And that is what we are talking about here. They are using it to hinder the bill.
How do we use the majority to hinder the bill? You made mention of the fact that there is no money in the system because I am saying that inflation rate has dropped. There is no money in the system. You forgot the economy you left for us to inherit. As we speak, your finance minister is on the run.
What run?
Why is that? Why can't he come back to his own motherland? They gave
Do we
birth to
have
him.
a law telling people to come back home when you don't feel like coming home?
You don't feel like coming home. He doesn't feel like coming home. He should come back. His family
A
is here.
whole person
Since
who was acquitted by a court.
who is that?
Who was sentenced by a court,
Who
a
is-
competent court.
Who is that?
Your former Maslok boss.
Uh-huh.
That is on the run from serving a jail. That's why you don't see anything wrong to go and bring him.
So you are comparing a mass log boss to a whole minister of finance for a whole.
Has
for the
any court?
You see, this people you
No,
always
has
want to
any
justify.
court, given any
So
this thing
if
against-
there is no verdict, why
Uh-huh.
can't he come so that there is a verdict? Come again.
Is it the Maslok boss or the finance minister here?
Madam,
That's what he's trying to
fact
mention.
The fact is simple. Somebody have been convicted by a competent court of law. And he is on the run. And you are not bringing that person to come and save. And somebody who
has also stolen money?
whose
Who has
case,
taken 10% of every money we have contracted? Who has indulged in so many
10%.
SML deals?
have you seen the
who has,
current
who has
bank
borrowed
that
so
your
much
government
more
borrows?
than we have
Is that
ever
bank
borrowed?
backed?
Who has borrowed much more than we have ever borrowed from independence? Who have indulged in kinky parties just for borrowing money?
The
Let's
finance
come back
minister-
to
These are people we are talking about.
the finance
For the
minister-
president to say that LGBTQ is not Ghanaian priority, was there a vote conducted or a survey conducted that Ghanaians says that it is not their priority?
We are, like I said, we are running a government. You do not expect a polls to be conducted to find out the priority of Ghanaians. As a leader, you must be able to ascertain the needs of your people. you have to look at the situation surrounding and how people are living. When we took over the country, like I said earlier, interest rates were high. Inflation was up. You do not expect us to put all those things down and tackle issues of LGBTQ. Bread and butter issues first. When you wake up in the morning, I'm sure we all took breakfast before coming here. We use our monies. We bought something here or there. So you don't expect us to be following LGBTQ when we need to fix the country first. Now, we have fixed the country. Things are getting better. Big Push project is ongoing. So tell my brother that very soon things will fall in place. The money he's claiming that is not in the system. Very soon contractors will start receiving their payment because there is money. There is an assurance that as soon as you reach your certificate, you'll be paid. So there will be inflow of money. We do not want to engage. We do not want to engage in physical. We don't want to engage in artificial pumping of money like they used to do, where they printed so much money into the system. They went and violated the Bank of Ghana policies by printing so much money into the system. We don't want to do that.
And pumping dollar in the system, that was artificial.
Like he said earlier, the likes of Sam George and other NDC actors who were saying LGBTQ. I don't know whether that video is ready.
The stance,
like, yes, Sam George was like, Danado, please play
the stance of
play the video for me.
The stance of Sam George has not changed.
All right.
As we speak, we are still insisting that the bill be passed by Parliament, then to be sent to President Mahama for him to sign.
Ima, let me quickly go for the video and then
give me an evidence to show
Thank
that
you very much.
Sam George says they shouldn't pass the bill. Give me an evidence to that effect. Then I will keep quiet.
You don't get what we mean. The way he was shouted previously. Can you hear Sam George's voice nowadays?
Yes, we were shouting because it took them 8 years and they couldn't do it.
When it disappeared on the order paper,
we were shouting because
we expected Sam George to have been the first person to tell us.
Video now, please.
That Ghanaian
Confident in my mind that the bill will pass. Do you get threats? Oh, threat LAP. Because you're talking about this. I mean, not just locally, internationally. And maybe one day, after all of this is said and done, and when I write my book, I would talk about some of those things, some of the international consequences I've had to bear, not just me, my family. You know, the price we've had to pay. It's just, but you see, I keep laughing. Every time I meet a stumbling block, I laugh. I say, you guys don't know the person you're dealing with. These things, you're just making me dig in deeper. So go and bring, in fact, they will have to do all the sanctions they've put on Iran and North Korea and Russia together. Even now, Ankara won't stop me. The bill, we will pass it to the glory of God and we will pass it to shame the devil.
And so we have arms of government. The executive cannot interfere in the affairs of the judiciary nor the legislature. Let's allow the arms of government to work. You understand? So there's nothing for Muhammad to sign as we speak. If
Sam George gave us the first 30 days of Muhammad's governance, the bill will be passed.
Is anything in front of Muhammad now?
And the way he said it previously, is he speaking in the same manner?
How is he speaking now?
Oh, Charlie, you and I know Sam George. Sam George, you know me. He knows I know him very well.
How?
And he speak with vim.
How is he speaking now?
Relaxed.
How is he speaking now? We have a government to run. We have issues to fix. Now he's a minister. You do not expect him to be running around doing those things. So really? Now, no, you do not expect him to be running around doing those things. It does not mean that we are not prioritizing the bill. So, as a minister, you need to conduct yourself in a certain manner. You must also take note of that. I am now district manager of Health Insurance Ilokobo. I need to conduct myself in a certain manner. I do my politics, but in a certain manner.
So this is no blue in the studio.
You know. So let me understand. There's some judge you used to know. You will not see him anymore, not because he doesn't prioritize the bill, but we have a country to run.
Thank you very much, Sepi.
Madam, a good brother is saying we have various arms of government, and then one cannot interfere in the work of the other. The various or the separation of power that we have in Ghana is a mirage. It's never real, because the same people who sit in the executive, the ministers, more of them are the same people in the legislature. And then the head of the judiciary is being appointed by the president. How separate can this be when I appoint you to be there? My good brother, what we are saying is the super majority that they say they have must be what to use well. If this bill is not passed, I bet you, we are not going to forgive the NDC MPs. That the MPs, we will bring them down.
Ghanaians have been able to forgive you.
Yes, because you have all these MPs.
Please.
They have all the
before
powers
he proceed,
they
he
need
needs
in
to understand.
Parliament.
He needs to explain that bringing them down. Bringing them down in what way? Are you
We
going to
are
kill them?
removing them from Parliament.
Exactly.
That is bringing them down.
If I say you are bringing them down,
They will not be there
I
again.
waited for him to land. You had me side,
They-
right? Didn't you
They
hear
will
it?
not more be there.
Why didn't you hear it?
A convincing majority that you have, that you tell us you can make laws without us, and yet you can't use it to pass the same bill you promoted. That yes, it must be passed. Oh, in fact, when you are wrong, just accept you are wrong. I am saying
we are
all
never
the
wrong.
NDC and President Mahama have to do is to apologize and let's move on. Because as for the failing, they have failed us. In the first 2 years, what do I see? What do I see? Pad for girls. But unfortunately, my girl is not receiving the pad. But as for the free SHS, I have a lot of people in my own family, in my own house, that are enjoying it. So you compare these two governments and you tell me this one is better. When you keep tickling yourself, the election day, you will see.
so
The bill must be passed. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, when that bill is before him, I said, Chief Imam says they must pass the bill before he dies. If Bawumia is president 2029, 7th January, and Chief Imam is alive, I assure him that President Bawumia will sign it before he dies. Thank you.
so
You might hear the clergymen.
they are there, of course.
You will not hear from them.
What are we expecting to hear from them? They know the works of John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. They know he keeps to his promise. They know he will deliver all the promises. And brother here doesn't know something. When we took over the helms of government, they left out with e-levy. They left out with emission levy. They left out with nuisance taxes.
Have you ever paid emission levy?
As we came. You don't know?
Where did you pay?
You don't know they pay an emission levy.
Where? Where do we pay?
You left, listen. You left it with e-levy. You left it with